Now, what the media and what these institutional investors are making it sound like, they're making it sound like all these kids just put guns to these people's heads to rob them blind. No, what you need to understand is that all they did is purchase shares. Why are these people in the position where they're forced to purchase GameStop shares at these insane prices? They're there because they short sold over 100% because they're greedy. And then when the institutional investors are then forced to cover, then they start crying and they start playing the victim because they did something wrong. They know they did something wrong. They know they didn't close their position when they should have. They knew what the fuck they were doing the entire time, and now they got caught with their dick in the cookie jar. And rather than just admit, you're not supposed to put your dick in the cookie jar, they're trying to reframe the conversation. They're trying to trick you because they know that the average person doesn't have a lot of understanding of investing. If you asked me the mechanism through which short selling and all this crap worked even just a few years ago, I wouldn't have really understood it either. So they're relying on the fact that if they get on Bloomberg and the New York Times and CNBC and Yahoo Finance and all these other places, and they present their case, and they show you some pictures of people in this group speaking in a manner that's kind of crass, and again they're talking about someone fucking their wife's boyfriend, and they're using emojis of like gay bear and stuff, that they'll be able to start programming you to think, oh, I should listen to the institutional investors that wear a suit and tie and look all proper, not these people who admittedly self-identify and call themselves retards on this forum. That couldn't be further from the truth. They are trying to cover the fact that what they were doing was incredibly greedy, incredibly damaging, probably should fucking be illegal, that they should probably be investigated by the SEC by pointing the finger at someone else. This stock is not going up the way it is because you have some kids on a Reddit group that are manipulating the stock market. The manipulation occurred before they ever found it. The manipulation occurred when these hedge funds and these institutional investors decided that they were going to short sell it over 100% and keep that fucking position, driving the stock down to where it was over here. The manipulation was not on the way up.
So are there hedge funds that are doing this exact same thing to like AMC and shit then? Like, because I see that people are pushing like AMC and Bed Bath and Beyond. Like, are there currently hedge funds that are aligned against like AMC and Bed Bath and Beyond, Nokia, fucking BlackBerry, all these like dying corporations basically? Because it seems deeply irresponsible to do so beyond like the regular level of, beyond the regular modus operandi of hedge funds. Because this isn't just, there's no fucking, don't even get me started what they did to Tesla. Please stop talking about UIM. He fights for the right to repair. He makes really good videos and advocates for the low guy. Dude, I was just kidding, man. Fucking chill. He seems like a chill dude, okay? He seems like a mad dog with a fat hog, dude. That's what he seems like. Okay, calm down, you freaking sucker who loves a content creator. He's literally a Trump supporter.
The manipulation was on the way down.
Doesn't seem like
this over here is not the manipulation. This over here was the fuck you to the people who were doing the manipulating. This over here, all this crap going down over here, that was what I would call, in my opinion, the manipulation. And what they're trying to do is pretend that that didn't happen. In your heart of hearts, when you really think down to earth, who do you think is looking to...
Most of those are more just money, more just regards throwing money, but all those companies you mentioned have legitimate positive news out about their future. What? No, he's a both sides Andy most of the time. He's not. Watch his video on the Trump ban. Okay, guys, I don't know everything about fucking Louis Rossmann, who apparently repairs Apple products and stuff. GameStop is scum. They used to scam people they did not know English well by adding extra charges. No, I know GameStop is scum. Come on. Stock going down, a failing business equals manipulation, lol. Bro, do you not understand what he just described for 22 fucking minutes? It's not shorting in and of itself is already like on a gray area morally, okay? Like banking on the fact that a fucking company is going to fail and then literally causing the company to fail as a consequence of banking on the fact that the company is going to fail is already risky territory as far as ethics. But they not only did that, but they literally fucking doubled up on that bet over and over again, driving the fucking stock into the ground and beyond. So no, that's the part where it becomes potentially illegal. Well, it's not, but his argument is that it should be. So the company was worth 25, so manipulating to $5 is just as bad. This list is what Melvin is shorting. If Melvin goes down, these stocks go up. A list of Melvin Capital puts in dollar value. Those indicate short positions. If you want to take this bitch down. Mylan, Martin Marietta Metals, Ligand Pharmaceuticals, GameStop, National Beverage Corp, Bed Bath and Beyond. Yeah, but see, none of them are like 140, 138%. A lot of these meme stocks do have legit reasons for people to want to own it now versus the last 5 years, except AMC Baby, Nokia, BB, all good news, and a reorganization of business, big changes. You guys are being ridiculous. Like, without additional push from a place where there's enough like day traders or enough like retail investors, I guess, getting together and actively driving up the price by purchasing options or purchasing as the way that they're doing, you would never fucking have like a similar situation with Nokia or fucking BlackBerry, dude. You're nuts. GME has a legitimate claim to be a front runner in the gaming sector in the future, but that's not what drives the price this high. It's only a starting factor to invest. Rule number 3 says no market manipulation. Oh, there it is, dude. Yeah, there it is. So I guess owned. I mean, it's rule number 3. So checkmate, I guess. Blockbuster reevaluating. We are aware of what's been going on in the stock market recently and are evaluating all the alternatives. Ah, good one, dude. GameStop really does have potential, though. Listen to the guy who is up 22 million right now. I can't post link. They get into mailing hard copies they may complete with digital, given skins and exclusive deals. Step 0, Citadel pays Robinhood for order flow. Citadel gets to see RH's orders for a few milliseconds before they're filled. Citadel may choose to front run some of those trades. RH's customers and Wall Street bets start manipulating GME. This is happening in the open. Officially, they're manipulating GME and BB and KOSS because these low value stocks are being very heavily shorted. And if something moves the value of the stock up, like tens of thousands of retail investors acting in near unison, those short sellers may be forced to sell to cover their borrowed shares. If most shares are held by retail investors who won't sell, the price will skyrocket supply demand until someone does. The bear hedge funds and such will still have to buy cover, which may cause a bit of liquidity crisis for the funds, as it did already. The concept of screw the hedge fund vampires who exist only to destroy companies like GameStop is a big part of why r/Wall Street Bets messaging. It's a compelling message and a decent secondary reason for this. The primary reason to manipulate markets for profit, though. HFT's buys shares on step 2 ahead of Robinhood users. Remember Citadel, the firm who can front run Robinhood trades and go to see that RH data a little early because they paid for flow? Yeah. When do you think they started buying GME in front of RH traders on momentum? Because the volume of shares exchanged suggests that the HFT folks were all over this, all the way to 150. The message on Wall Street bets might be lots of little guys screwing big Wall Street. But the truth is that HFT robots were screwing everyone while paying Robinhood a kickback. Step 3, hedge fund becomes insolvent. Today it was Melvin Capital Management. It very likely won't be the last. Melvin immediately sells off a position of itself because it needed the influx of cash, or it will vanish in a poof of smoke, vaporizing $15 billion in the process. Step 4, who's the lead investor picking up a part of a usually successful fund at fire sale prices? Right, Citadel. Probably with some of the cash they made by repeatedly profiting in the milliseconds before filling the trades that collapsed this fund. Wait, so Citadel bought in alongside? No way, right? There's no fucking proof of that. So is the argument here that like Citadel literally bought in and then no, but then that would mean that they'd have to sell their position. Step 5, Citadel still has access to Robinhood order flows, is still allowed to front run them and or pocket the spread, and can use that and other information to determine the next over leveraged fund that is going to get squeezed. They might even be able to accelerate the squeeze. Holy shit. Is this real? Wait, that's definitely illegal, dude. You definitely cannot do that. There is no fucking way. No, that's actually like very highly illegal, right? That has to be illegal if that was. Says you? Dude, you're looking at order flows ahead of everybody else, and then recognizing that potentially there is a subreddit out there that's like pushing for a lot of these orders, and then ahead of it, you yourself could literally pump it up way further than anything Wall Street Bets could ever do, and then knock out other hedge funds and then buy them out at fucking bottom of the barrel bargain bin prices if you wanted to. As like technically, if there is any sort of collaboration or if Citadel did this on purpose, if Citadel did this literally on purpose, then they're basically offering a helping hand to. Yeah, now they're partially an owner of a hedge fund that they helped destroy. Citadel profits by microtransactions by front-running people when reselling for small cents in milliseconds. This person is an idiot. Front-running trades, as this theory suggests, is 100% illegal, no question. Yeah, I don't think that this is... So the next time you discount the impact of 4chan with the Bloomberg terminal, remember that they are not the only ones who stand to benefit from intentionally screwing exposed short sellers. The professionals are all too happy to amplify the efforts of the amateurs for profit. Because if amateurs manipulate the market truthfully, then nobody loses their license. I, retail investor, bought because I hate Citron and hedge funds, and we're going to screw them for profit. Join us. Do your own due diligence. YOLO. Might just be legal. If a licensed broker dealer did this, they'd lose their license and probably go to jail. Martha Stewart did time for less. But Citadel, by paying for order flow and sitting in the middle, gets to legally ride along printing money the whole way. There's no fucking way that if Citadel saw the order flows and then started started acting with that information, that would be illegal, right? You can't. I don't think you can do that. There's no way. Like that's insane. They aren't front running. Robinhood is actually telling them where retail investors' order flow is going, but not exact trades. It's how Robinhood makes money. The trading app Robinhood takes from you and gives to the rich. The startup trading app Robinhood invoked occupies a promise to fix a rigged financial system, but the firm now faces class action lawsuits, scamming its millions of novice customers, showing that democratizing finance is just a way of finding more people to prey on. I mean, this is... don't get me started on this. No, it's not illegal. Wall Street literally bought up buildings next to stock exchanges so they can react to price action faster than everyone else. Oh, you're talking about when they laid down fucking specific wires so they could have a...
that we're going to hear. Even though this firm trades more inside Citadel's Chicago headquarters, it's eerily quiet. Even though this firm trades more stocks every day than the New York Stock Exchange.
No, yep.
It's the same. Are they saying this is the same principle as... Oh, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of like the same principle as like fucking putting down fiber optic wire or whatever. Directly laying down fiber optic wire so the information is coming in by like literally one fucking extra millisecond faster or some shit, which when you're engaging in what, like high frequency trading, you could literally make millions of dollars more.
2 minutes they open, so
especially because there's like it's bots that are doing the trading.
Going here.
Is there any equivalent of a bell that we're going to hear or see?
I have a world clock up there. That's about it. We're just going to hear the air conditioning above us.
The equivalent of the NYSE's opening bell is just this. Millions of orders that have been waiting all night for
trading derivatives like options and futures will probably require some kind of license in the future. There's no way the rich are going to let this happen again. No, I don't think so.
Markets
You're
open
crazy.
are rapidly filled by Citadel's computer programs.
How do the books look, guys? So we're pumping through a lot of volume right now. You can see how quiet it is. The phone's not even ringing. Clients are happy. If there was ever an issue, obviously we would spot it first and the phones would light up. We have executed 21 million shares already.
Wow, and we are not even 3 minutes in. Meet the new Wall Street traders. Here, computers like these do the heavy lifting. Citadel's employees with PhDs in applied math, physics, and engineering build and refine the computer programs. And the people who manage the trading floor here mostly look for computer glitches and talk to customers.
They are not making trading decisions. Those are all made by the computers. So they're not making any decisions with respect to whether an order should be filled, what price it should be filled. That's all done in an automated way.
When you click send from your TD Ameritrade account, there's a good chance that Citadel's computers see it. Then they either fill your order or send it out to the Byzantine network of 13 exchanges and 20 plus dark pools to execute it.
Dark pool is really, it's an unfortunate terminology that the industry created. And really, a dark pool is nothing more than a crossing engine. Now, it's called dark because the whole market doesn't know what you want to buy or sell.
We've seen these market dislocations. I mean, is it fair to think of it almost as a technological arms race?
Yeah, I think it's no different than any other industry. 100 years ago, there were literally hundreds of car companies across the U.S., and there was a lot of smaller companies. Over time, manufacturing became very automated. You had factories, and you had the cost of building a factory went up. We are a technology leader. We make...
There is one difference, Guy. And I know all the Wall Street Bets boys and finance bros that are in here right now watching me are going to get triggered by this. But they were building a product that you could, ride on. They weren't operating as middleman that adds more money to your non-existent pool of money that didn't belong to you in the first place. So that's the big difference, is that I'm unsubbing. Okay. But that's literally the difference. That's a huge difference. While outright front running is illegal, the SEC has a gray area for high frequency trading. The algorithm front runners orders coming in, placing an order right before, which raises the stock price slightly before selling into the incoming order. The SEC has deemed that this is okay because it increases the speed of a trade and market liquidity, and the algo holder earns a fee for their service. I've just come to accept you're an idiot. Okay. All of this is literally make-believe? Yes, that is also true. Their website. Finance bro already gave his $5 to you unsubbing LMAO. Yeah. Isn't their product the algorithm, services, and AI? Yes, they are a technology company, technically. But what they're doing is... They're a technology company, technically, but what they're doing is adding a technology that's literally just... They're not really doing anything with that technology. It's just basically a middleman that that makes money for itself. They add liquidity and market efficiency. LMAO work as a finance bro, can confirm I can't unsubscribe with Prime. Good. Oh, is this real? Shut the fuck up. Dear, what Citron has experienced in the past 48 hours is nothing short of shameful and sad commentary on the state of the investment community. We will no longer be commenting on GameStop, not because we do not believe our investment thesis, but rather the angry mob who owns the stock has spent the past 48 hours committing multiple crimes that I will be turning over to the FBI, SEC, and other... No, that's not real. This is fake. No, that's fucking fake. This is 100% fake. There's no fucking way this is real, dude. No. No one would write something like this, dude. Like, no, they're like, they're fucking crying and saying, I'm gonna... Yes, that was after the live stream on Twitter failed. Yeah, the logo looks weird. Dude, they're real. They mentioned them in the last video. Google Andrew left. He's literally the only employee of Citron. Andrew left to end commentary on GameStop short call following harassment from angry mob. Famed short seller Andrew left of Citron Research will no longer publicize his bearish commentary on GameStop after he and his family were harassed by an angry mob of GameStop investors. According to a letter from the left, or a letter from Left. Left explained his case for why GameStop shares should trade down 50% from its current levels of $20 in a video posted on YouTube on Thursday. This is not just name calling and hacking, but includes serious crimes such as harassment of minor children. What? The Left. Hacking? So they did. Robinhood story in 2 deal breaker. What? I don't want this shit, dude. Robinhood's making millions selling out. Their millennial customers are high frequency traders. Watch this video for consequences of stock market and fragility. Yes, breaking stock news. Business money investment products. Hong Kong finds Citron Research guilty. Wait, what? Hong Kong finds Citron Research Andrew Left guilty of issuing false report in 2012 on Evergrande short seller, maybe barred from short seller may be barred from trading Hong Kong equities for up to 5 years. It's old. I mean, that didn't happen recently, but he looks pretty sad. Citadel is a market maker. Brokers usually pay market makers to fill their customers' orders at advantageous prices to the customer, but instead of paying Citadel like most brokers do, Robinhood gets paid by Citadel, but allows Citadel to fill the orders more at their discretion.
Hey, this is Andrew Left at Citron Research, giving you 5 reasons why GameStop is going to $20. I've never seen such an exchange of ideas and people so angry about someone showing the other side of a trade. And not just saying a company that, let's just say, is supposed to make the world a better place, maybe a Tesla or security problems or COVID. This is a failing mall-based retailer. So the amount of people who are so passionate about putting GameStop higher, not based on any fundamentals, it just shows the natural state of the market right now. Or as Seth Klarman said today, a bunch of frogs in a pot of boiling water. So
thank you, Noodle Pains, for the 20 gifted subs.
Let's just get right to the 5 reasons why we believe it's going back to 20. Number 1 is the elephant in the room, most obvious, how people believe we are in the middle of a short squeeze. Noted, there was a very high short interest in the stock, and there still is. Your first question you have to ask yourself is, why is there a high short interest? But moving beyond that, a stock at $40 right now has an open borrow on it. You can borrow it for a fairly decent rate. There's plenty of options on the stock. And it's no longer, now we're looking at a trading phenomenon. Is people just keeping it up by a lot of call volume. There's no short squeeze that is happening as we speak. Me personally, who is short the stock, I have no problem selling the stock higher. You're not going to change the story. You're not going to change the underlying fundamentals of this company.
Oh my God. Dude, that's so sad. How much does he have riding on this? Like, he's like, come on, please believe me over the subreddit. Dude, please, come on. There's no fundamentals there. I mean, he's right, but there's no problem. Yeah, exactly. There's no problem with the stock. Here is why I made the video, to tell you that there's no problem with the situation at hand. So you should short it, definitely, like I have.
Therefore, as long as the borrow is available and insiders are still selling, and the company needs money,
insiders are still selling.
you won't see a squeeze from here on in. Number 2, numbers don't lie. People lie. I know everyone on Twitter never has a losing trade. Everyone on Reddit is a market genius. I hear it all the time. That's fine. Those are people. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers for GameStop.
This company's worth $13.1 billion. Not anymore after today.
Now understand, as a short seller, I was the first short to actually come out and go long Tesla. Once I saw the story changed, the numbers changed. They were eating from the top and they were eating from the bottom. And I identified the fact you can't be short this name. And it's up, I think, 90% since then. It's the opposite when it comes to GameStop.
The funny part about it is, like, and I see some people in the chat saying it too, like, Brother, these people are literally doing this to fuck you. And enough people got together to fuck you and literally caught you with your pants down. And now on top of that, what is even worse is it's literally profitable to fuck you after a certain point. Once there's enough momentum to fuck you and your pants are down and you got caught with your pants down, you can double down, triple down all you want. But now it's also profitable to fuck you. It's a bukkake after that point. Like, nobody gives a fuck. There's probably other, as other people were speculating, there's probably other fucking hedge funds that are literally right now inside of your asshole and you're not even aware of it. You are literally getting fucked by the homies down the street alongside these rando fucking retail investors with like the $600 they got from the government, okay, with the crumbs they fucking got. You are literally getting bukkakied while you're simultaneously talking about like, oh, these are just the fundamentals, dude, the fundamentals. It literally does not apply in this instance.
NPD is the gold standard when it comes to gaming reports. On January 14th, they put out their analysis of what December looked like in the video game season. Hardware sales had their best month ever, up 23% year over year because of the two cycles. Over that time, GameStop was down.
He's like still, it's so funny because he's like still talking about how like, no, I promise, dude. Look, the fundamentals are there. Just believe me.
9%.
These people don't give a
this is
shit,
with physical
dude.
locations.
This is why I literally said like, everybody knows gamers fucking hate GameStop, dude.
Forget about all.
Nobody likes
future,
GameStop. That's why that one fucking Wall Street Bets dipshit who was in here calling me a mongoloid is a fucking idiot. He's like, nah, dude, it's because the Chewy guy got on their board. Yeah, okay, bro.
To lose to downloading and streaming. Their physical locations were actually down during the best month. They were losing to Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. And the reason why? Because people are not going in to exchange their old discs anymore or old games for new games. That model has become dead and antiquated, and that was a cornerstone of GME. So
Jimmy was $40 when he made this video. Oh no. Oh, it says 121.20. Oh no. Has he done another video since then? Oh God, that's so good.
The stock market.
That's so fucking
with those
good. I didn't even notice.
Come out of NPD, it shows that before they might even try to turn the company around, their current business is just drowning. You cannot argue against that. Number 3, valuations matter. This is not Tesla. This is not a company with a blue sky. This is a retailer. You must look at valuations. This is
not Tesla. Another company that's, I don't want to, okay.
No one's looking at on your Reddit forums. So forget about the fact that analysts have a consensus $12 target on the stock. Let's just go look at Hedgeye.
Guys, the fundamentals matter, which is why Tesla is definitely not, the Tesla is appropriately valued because of the fundamentals. Yeah.
And I like Hedgeye. I think they do great work. We're fans of it. We use them. We speak to them. They're smart guys. They recommended GME when it was 14. And if you bought it then, you would be making money. At the time, it's before GME reported their numbers, they were expecting 2021 EBITDA to be around 333 million. Now the street is at 71 million. And we think they're going to have negative EBITDA. If they did 330 million, which seems like a completely offbeat number now, then they had the price target Hedgeye at $26. The model just does not work. And when you want to talk about valuations, think about it this way. This is a retailer. Even if they fix it, they're still a retailer. Trading at 40 times next 12 months EV to EBITDA. 40. Apple is 23. Best Buy is 7. Walmart is 13. So if you like the company, the fact that GameStop has actually become an expensive stock is just beyond. Number 4, know who's on the other side of the trade. I know who's long GameStop right now. The people who are ordering pizzas to my house or signing me up for Tinder or doing all those cute things trying to hack my Twitter account. Now, I know you've been going after a specific hedge fund, no need to name, that's been short GameStop. People believe they're short. This particular hedge fund happens to be one of the top consumer discretionary funds out there. So you should actually listen and see who's short the name and why they're short the name. As someone who does go short, I always look who owns it. Ryan Cohen owns the stock at $9. Very smart guy. If Ryan sells it at 20, he doubles his money. If Ryan sells it at 0, he still has more money than me and more money than you. So where is the stock today? Who owns it? And why people are short the stock? These are the names right now. And last thing is the company can become your biggest enemy. We're looking at a company with $1 billion in debt. If the stock goes any higher, they should just sell stock right into you and raise money and pay off some debt. More importantly, if they want to make an acquisition in the gaming space, acquisitions start in the billions in this place. And they're going to have to sell a lot of stock to do that. Me personally, I think you could have...
Nah, dude, I think gamers just really love GameStop. They just wanted to invest in, you know, the nostalgia of how hard GameStop fucked them when they were growing up. So they love the investment.
Pickup. This is either going to be JCPenney that brings in, when Bill Ackman brought in Ron Johnson, people got excited he was going to turn it, but you just can't change a bad retailer. Or it could be Blockbuster Video that never adapted the technology. You know, I look at Ryan Cohen's letter, which was well written 2 months ago to GameStop management, how they completely dropped the ball with what they were doing. It's the same management right now. The stock was $20 before we saw any holiday data. There's no reason it doesn't go right back to $20. There's nothing in place there. You can get mad. You can hack my account. You can go to Twitter. You can sign on. You can call me every name. If you want to save the company, take your energy, go out there and actually buy something from GameStop, because that's the only thing that saves it.
Nah. Wait, does he literally not understand what's going on? Because it seems like at this point he was just unaware of what was going on. Because he's like, actually, I guess he thinks that like people are literally doing it because they want to save GameStop or something. Come on, dude. You're fucking up my short. Just go buy stuff. 5 years from now, I'm going to be watching you from the GameStop living streaming lounge, eating Doritos and drinking Duke Copium. Hasanabi was trying to trick people, knew the squeeze was imminent. He started with that, but said move beyond that. He does not touch their friend and hedge fund short it more, that 100% for no reason other than profit. He was debating Wall Street bets the whole time and triggered the whole short squeeze. I mean, dude. Scroll down the article. He deleted the tweet. Oh, he did actually post this. What Citron is facing in the 48 hours. We hope the government enforcement will eliminate this future problem for all market commentators who family get terrorized by people who naively think they're anonymous. Family first. Like, what are you gonna yell to the SEC about? Like, if you say you're gonna report crimes to the FBI because your family is under threat, that's one thing. Totally unreasonable for people to do that. Fuck them, and you know you're in the right. But if you're like, I'm reporting you to the SEC because Redditors are buying stock that they say they like that I shorted, like, you can't. Like, what are you gonna do, dude? Come on, they're not letting me make money by shorting this stock. SEC. The fundamentals. He's going to do a PowerPoint presentation about the fundamentals and how they're not there for GameStop. And it's supposed to go down. Come on, dude.
To the record high. The economy is growing. I mentioned a moment ago, 5 million more people at work created in his presidency. We have a record high employment, record low.
What is this? No, this is the vilification of billionaires makes no sense to me. Oh my God. Oh, this is an old video, dude. I'm not going to watch this. Why do you think the Redditors are buying the stock? Just confused? They're buying it because they noticed that this hedge fund shorted GameStop like an insane amount. So if they were to push on it, they could make a fuckload of money. They shorted 138%. So if they were to push and the stock prices would increase, because when you short, you only make money when the stock prices decrease, then that hedge fund would lose the billions of dollars that they'd put up for that position. And even more than that, actually. The more the money goes, because it's an infinite amount, the higher the stock price is, the more money that fucking company loses, and they could literally lose an infinite amount of company, and they have functionally bankrupted this hedge fund and numerous other, I guess, people that are also this guy, including this dude who shorted it. No, they are buying it because they know if they can force the squeeze, they will make a ton of money. This isn't only about trying to take down the big guy. Trust me, there's an incentive here. That too. Yes. So in a weird way, wait, S-Fan is getting in on it and he's buying AMC stock. I promise you, you just missed content. What? S-Fan stock research.
But AMC.
Wait, what is that background? What? What is that? That's how you know what my interest is in the fucking stock market, dude. I am way more interested in what's going on here than...
S-Fan, you should have bought...
Where is it? Let's go back to the... Where is it? Oh, there it is.
But AMC...
Only buying documents? Yeah, dude. My interest revolves around documents, baby. That's what I like. Jamie VTuber with an important message.
GameStop stock VTuber here to remind you that everything that's happened today, totally normal, totally cool. This is actually the free market working as intended. So keep the faith in financial institutions, keep trading, keep selling, and most importantly, keep stocking. This is all really normal and actually good for the economy and society. Anyway, this is the GameStop stock VTuber signing out. And remember, keep stocking.
He's right. Keep faith in financial institutions. I mean, it's a perfect story because it's literally like... It's literally a flaw. It's like glitch hacking. It's an exploit. Like, they're literally abusing an exploit right now that exposes a fundamental flaw that is allowing people to fucking literally take money in the billions of dollars from a hedge fund that was unironically fucking doing the exploit and giving it to a bunch of random people. It's great. Not an exploit, just a clever use of game mechanics. I legitimately hope that there are. I legitimately hope you can do that. You can keep taking down a bunch of other hedge funds. If you find any further ones with like within AMC or Bed Bath and Beyond or fucking whatever, dude. Like if there are other hedge funds that are similarly like over shorting, and you take advantage of this and take them down a couple more billions in wealth redistribution, like straight up, it's fucking awesome. Update patch. Yeah, update patch in the form of SEC. The face of a man days from bankruptcy. You're laughing. Hassan, you're laughing. I have to sell this ugly ass piece of art behind me for $10 million, along with my wife's boyfriend's summer home, and you're sitting here laughing. You think this is funny? GameStop shorts don't deserve all the schadenfreude. Messing with traders who bet against stocks has become popular and lucrative strategy. This isn't healthy. Oh my God, the guy literally wrote the article. This is not healthy. This is all wrong. The artist is actually cool. His name is Cleon Pedersen. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. The art was actually fine. Just imagine. I want you all to close your eyes for a brief moment and walk a mile in my boat shoes. Okay? I want you to think about losing your hedge fund. Yeah, not so funny now, is it? Now I have to sell some of the yachts in my fleet of yachts that I own. Where will I land my helicopter? If not on the yachts? Unacceptable. Unfucking believable. I want you to ride a mile in my yacht. Yeah. Hit those Mediterranean waves. You've literally never experienced the pain of losing 3 billion? Yes, and I will never, ever. It's not funny. He has gotten used to a certain standard of living, mostly consisting of yacht parties. I can't believe you made fun of his Cleon Pedersen piece. Trash take. Okay, shut the fuck up. I didn't know, okay? Give me a break. Short selling involves borrowing a stock and then selling it. If it goes down, the short seller can pocket a permanent profit by buying it back for a lower price and giving it back to the owner. If it goes up, the potential losses are infinite. As stocks tend to go up over time, blah, blah, blah. We already talked about this a million times over. Shorting still plays a critical role in maintaining market hygiene. At a broad level, short positions can be a part of risk management, and they can also help to amplify the skills of quantitative stock pickers by pairing under and overvalued stocks and betting on the difference to narrow. The possibility of short selling also helps keep the market honest by giving some investors an incentive to find companies that are too expensive and bringing their share prices down. Short sellers can often be essential to revealing fraud. Despite this, short sellers tend to be unpopular. Back in the week that Lehman Brothers collapsed in 2008, for example, there was an outcry And one of the regulators' first act was to ban short selling on a range of financial companies. In the long run, those stocks still fell a lot further. And now that authoritative histories of that era are being written, it's noticeable that almost nobody puts blame on short sellers. Because that other guy from S3 Capital wrote that book, Don't Blame the Short. Random as fuck, but would you bring Kyle back on the stream sometime from the panel from when you had him on? Yeah. Billionaire investor Shamath Palihapitiya wants to give Wall Street Bets $10 million to play with. I can't post the link, but someone else will find it. What? You can't do that. I will blame Obama for the stock market if I want. Fuck these chuds. GameSpot is kind of like a late millennials Toys R Us, and watching a bunch of day trading Reddit bros toy with it like Orca play with Seal's corpse is kind of grotesque and violating. Oh my god, dude. Commentary magazine. Commentary magazine is upset. Bunch of day trading Reddit bros toy with it like an Orca play with a Seal's corpse is kind of grotesque and violating. What the fuck, dude? GameSpot. Wait, it's GameStop, isn't it? What up, Austin? GameSpot is the magazine. Dude, it's fucking bullshit, by the way. Like, the names are too similar to one another, okay? They got a billionaire on their side. Some of the kids are getting rich off it. It's like looting in a riot. We bought February 150 calls on Jimmy this morning. Let's go. Tell me what to buy tomorrow, and if you convince me, I'll throw in a few hundred Ks to start, ride or die. Why do I follow this guy? Oh, this is the fucking billionaire dude who's like kind of woke, isn't he? Yeah, he's the guy who was like fucking absolutely unloading on CNBC. Like, he was also on CNBC and said, let them fucking go under, talking about hedge funds during COVID. Yeah. Yeah, and now he's running for governor of California now, I think. Oh, God. That freaks me out, dude. It was great when he was on CNBC unloading on fucking hedge funds, but... No, not Tom Steyer. Anne! Are the windows open? It's cold as hell in here. Why is it so cold? It's so cold. It is literally cold in here. What's going on? No, it is. The AC's cranked out. It's like at 78. I am a little baby. Lots of GME talk, so we bought 115 calls at GME this morning. This is the guy who said, let Boeing fail. Yeah, I know. Dude, it's so cold in California. You guys are crazy. No, I cranked up the heater to 78 and I'm still fucking cold. Dude, you want to know how cold it is right now? It's 48 degrees, dude. Dude, that's so cold for California. It is 48 degrees in Los Angeles. It is very cold right now. And I have my heater up to 78 and I'm still cold. I don't know what that is in normal degrees. I mean, 32 is 0. Right, I live in San Diego, went sub 51 single time and everyone acted like it was the apocalypse. Yeah. No, Anna means mom. Reddit founder suggested Chamath buy GME. Dude, it is not fucking acceptable how cold it is. Okay? Y'all are fucking nuts. For California, it's just not acceptable. Okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. What is this nonsense? Everyone's like, oh, dude, I'm in like minus. Dude, I'm in fucking minus 20 degrees, bro. Like, okay, sick. Well, I didn't fucking ask you. Oh, is disclosing the source of half our revenue on a page called How We Make Money a big deal? Because Robinhood's got to plead ignorance and probably 10 million plus settlement on this one? I don't know why people think that, like, being cold or, like, living in the cold is a flex. It's very weird.
To pull the wool over your eyes.
I still haven't been able to finish this fucking video. Holy shit.
Screw you over and take your money more. Average dude on Reddit that probably lost his job, multi-billionaire hedge fund manager. Like, just think about that for a moment. Just think about that. Who do you trust more? It's like on a guttural level. And you have to understand that short selling in and of itself is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. When it comes to companies like Enron, the people that figured out that Enron were a scam were short sellers. It's good to have a financial profit motive where an investor can make money off of a company going downhill, because what it does is it balances things out. So let's say that I were invested in GameStop, and I would make money if GameStop became more valuable. I now have a financial incentive to lie to you and tell you that the company is worth more than it is, and to pump it and to talk about it as if it's the greatest thing in the world when it's actually a pile of shit, because I make money if it goes up. This is then countered or balanced by people that are short sellers, because short sellers make money when a stock goes down. So a short seller is going to say, I think you're being a little bit too overly optimistic there. Or you see this area where you say you can make 10 million in revenue off of that, you actually can only make 100,000, and here's why, based on what your competitors are selling and what you're selling. So the short sellers and the people who are more bullish, the people who are hoping that the stock price goes up, they balance each other out. The problem is when this goes out of balance, and it goes out of balance when you have a stock that is shorted over 100%. You have to understand, when you're shorting a stock, you're not just betting on the company going down, you're betting on their employees going out of work. If that company is actually in trouble, they could use their share price, they could use their valuation to, potentially leverage or borrow money or some shit like that, and to be able to borrow money that would be able to help them out. But they're not able to do that if their price continues tanking and their valuation continues tanking. So by shorting in this aggressive manner where over 100% of the float is shorted, you're kind of creating this self-fulfilling prophecy where you are betting on them failing. Now you're actually helping them fail. You're actively causing them to fail, and then you put them into a death spiral. Once you're able to drill the price of the stock down so much, you're able to encourage other people to sell. When you encourage other people to sell, the price goes down more. If the company actually then starts failing, they're not able to get access to capital the same way they would before, and it gets worse and worse. You're betting on people losing their jobs. You're betting on people losing their life savings. And when you short a stock, let's be real here, it's not your average person that are shorting stocks to tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. It's institutional investors. It's not you. It's not Paul Daniels. It's not Jesse Jones. It's not me. It's not Paul that's doing this. It's institutional investors. They have the power to do this more so than your average person that is using Reddit, because they are the ones that are going to get access to margin. They're the ones that are going to get access to large amounts of margin that your average person on Robinhood doesn't have access to. They're the ones that can actually have the power to manipulate the market, and they're the ones that are doing it. And what they're going to do is they're going to pretend that that didn't happen. You're not going to see the articles that are being